Some stories are just too good to be true. A legendary king, a priceless artifact, and a mystery that has haunted the corridors of power for generations, leaving behind only whispers and speculation. A disappearance that has stumped historians for over a century, sparking endless debates and wild theories among experts and enthusiasts alike. This isn't a Hollywood script, it's the real-life saga of Henry VIII's lost Ottoman dagger, a tale that blurs the line between fact and legend. For generations this blade has been legend, whispered about in museums and ancient manors, its story passed down like a secret too dangerous to speak aloud. The dagger is more than a weapon, it's a symbol of a forgotten link between two empires, a silent witness to the ambitions and alliances that shaped the world. Imagine, a blade painstakingly crafted in the bustling heart of Istanbul, adorned with jewels and intricate designs, somehow finding its way into the hands of England's most notorious king. How did it get there? Was it a diplomatic gift, a spoil of war, or the result of a secret deal brokered in the shadows of history? What secrets did it witness? What hands did it pass through, and what stories could it tell if only it could speak? These questions have turned scholars into detectives, piecing together fragments of evidence from dusty archives and forgotten letters. The story has it all: wealth, intrigue, a famous owner, and a baffling vanishing act that has left even the most seasoned experts scratching their heads. Its disappearance around the turn of the 20th century only adds to its mystique, fueling rumors of theft, conspiracy, and lost treasure. The search isn't just about a jeweled blade, it's about reclaiming a lost chapter of global history, and understanding the forces that shape the destinies of nations. To unravel this enigma we must travel back to the 16th century, to the heart of the Ottoman Empire, where the story of the lost dagger and the secrets it holds truly begins. Mid-1500s. The world is changing rapidly and the Ottoman Empire stands at the crossroads of continents, cultures, and ambitions. The Ottoman Empire, under Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, is at its peak. Istanbul, a city of domes and minarets, pulses with life and power, its skyline dominated by the grandeur of Topkapi Palace. Within these palace walls, master artisans labor in workshops, their skills honed over generations. They create objects of breathtaking beauty, jewels, weapons, and treasures destined for the Sultan, his court, and as diplomatic gifts to foreign rulers. Here, Henry VIII's dagger is born, not just a weapon, but a statement of power and artistry. Every detail is meticulously crafted to impress and awe. Picture a hilt of gilded silver encrusted with turquoise, rubies, and pearls, a blade of Damascus steel folded and forged to perfection, gleaming with a subtle, rippling pattern. The design is pure Ottoman: tulips, arabesques, and intricate motifs, each symbolizing paradise, eternal life, and the empire's refined taste. These patterns are more than decoration, they are a language of power and faith. In the 16th century, lavish gifts forged alliances and displayed magnificence. The exchange of such treasures was a delicate dance of diplomacy, where every object carried meaning and intent. While there's no direct record, it's likely this dagger was a diplomatic gift from Suleiman to Henry. Such gifts were tokens of respect, gestures of goodwill, and sometimes subtle reminders of power. For Henry, it was a trophy, a testament to his global standing. To possess such a masterpiece was to be recognized by one of the world's greatest empires. The dagger bridged two worlds, symbolizing a rare moment of connection between East and West. It was a silent ambassador carrying stories and ambitions across continents. It was a status symbol, a tangible link to a distant, powerful empire. In the halls of England it whispered of Istanbul's splendor and the Sultan's favor. And so, the dagger began its journey from Istanbul to the heart of Tudor England, a voyage across seas and cultures, destined to become a legend in its own right. After Henry's death, the dagger's trail goes murky, its whereabouts lost to time and rumor, shrouded in the shadows of history, until the 18th century, when a new chapter begins. The dagger resurfaces in the hands of Horace Walpole, a celebrated collector, writer, and the eccentric mastermind behind the fantastical Strawberry Hill House, a Gothic marvel on the banks of the Thames. Walpole was utterly captivated by the mysteries of the past. He filled his home with rare treasures and curiosities from across the world, but the Ottoman dagger quickly became his most prized possession, the crown jewel of his collection. Acquired in 1772, the dagger was displayed in a specially crafted glass case, set apart from the rest, where it drew the gaze of every visitor who entered Walpole's opulent halls. Walpole meticulously documented the dagger in his handwritten catalogues, providing the most detailed and vivid description of the artifact ever recorded before it would once again slip into obscurity. At Strawberry Hill, the dagger was transformed from a mere relic into a symbol of romance, mystery, and intrigue, an object that seemed to hold secrets from distant lands and forgotten courts. Walpole's passion for storytelling and history ensured that the dagger's legend would live on, woven into the very fabric of his home and the imaginations of all who heard its tale. He became not just its owner but its guardian and storyteller, elevating the dagger to an icon of Gothic fantasy and a centerpiece of his own personal mythology. The dagger's time at Strawberry Hill cemented its legendary status, as visitors from all walks of life came to marvel at its beauty and speculate about its mysterious origins. It inspired awe and wonder among guests, becoming a public object of fascination and sparking countless stories and rumors that would echo through the centuries. Yet, even as Walpole showcased the dagger, he was unknowingly penning the first lines of a mystery that would endure for generations, a legend that would only grow as the centuries passed. At Strawberry Hill, the dagger was the star attraction. Walpole placed it in the tribune, his cabinet of curiosities, displayed like a holy relic. Visitors were captivated by its exotic beauty and royal connection. Walpole's catalog described it in detail: silver gilt, ruby, turquoise, and the crowned arms of Henry. Though he misattributed its origin, his description is our blueprint. The dagger's display was theatrical: dim lighting, stained glass, and a narrative of Tudor power. It was sketched, written about, and gossiped over by Georgian society. Its presence transformed it from private possession to public fascination. Walpole's meticulous records became crucial clues after it vanished. He broadcast its significance to the world, never knowing his cataloging would fuel a future hunt. The dagger's golden age at Strawberry Hill set the stage for its greatest mystery. After Walpole's death, his collection was auctioned off in 1842. The dagger, now famous, was bought by collector John Dent, then passed to actor-manager Charles John Keane. Keane, obsessed with authenticity, used the real dagger as a prop in his production of. Audiences watched, unaware the glittering blade was the genuine article. This theatrical interlude added drama and risk to the dagger's story. Its fame grew, but so did its vulnerability. After Keane's death, the dagger changed hands again, now a coveted object for collectors and thieves alike. Its time in the spotlight may have made it a target. The stage was set for its final mysterious act. The last known owner, Mr. J.D. Gardner, lent the dagger to a major exhibition in 1897. Afterward, it returned to his collection, and then it vanished. No dramatic theft, no headlines. The dagger simply disappeared. The circumstances are vague, making this a compelling cold case. Was it sold privately, stolen, or forgotten in an attic? Theories abound. The lack of a crime scene makes the search nearly impossible. Wars and upheaval in the early 20th century provided perfect cover for its disappearance. The dagger could be anywhere, smuggled, melted down, or hidden in plain sight. Its silence is the heart of the mystery, from famous artifact to ghost. All that remains are descriptions, drawings, and legend. Its vanishing act transformed it into the ultimate lost treasure. For decades, the lost dagger was a historical footnote. Until Dr. Silvia Davoli took up the hunt. As curator for Strawberry Hill, she became obsessed with the mystery. Armed with archives and passion, she launched a meticulous investigation. Davoli pored over Walpole's catalogs, cross-referenced drawings, and built a complete profile of the missing artifact. She became the world's leading expert on a dagger no one had seen in a century. Her search led her through museum archives and private collections across Europe. Every document was a potential clue, every auction record a breadcrumb. She sought that one slip-up that could break the case. While the original dagger remained elusive, Davoli's work reignited public interest. She published her findings, gave lectures, and inspired a new generation of treasure hunters. Her dedication turned passive lament into active search. Davoli proved that even a century-old trail can be followed by a determined investigator. Davoli's investigation led to a breakthrough, not the original, but its sister daggers. In Istanbul's Topkapi Palace, she found a near-identical dagger, same hilt, same jeweled decoration, same craftsmanship. It was like finding a twin to the lost treasure. This sister dagger provided a tangible model for researchers. The similarities confirmed the lost dagger's Ottoman origins. Then, another near-identical dagger surfaced in Venice's Doge's palace. These discoveries revealed a pattern. The Sultan's court produced high-status diplomatic gifts in this style. The sister daggers validated historical descriptions and deepened our understanding of Ottoman diplomacy. They serve as powerful stand-ins, keeping the memory and mystery of Henry's lost dagger alive. The search for the original continues, but these echoes of the past bring the legend vividly to life. Now, Strawberry Hill House is planning a major exhibition, The Lost Dagger of Henry VIII. The event brings the story full circle, returning the legend to its most famous home. For the first time, the two sister daggers will be displayed side by side at Strawberry Hill. Visitors can compare them, admire their details, and imagine the original. The exhibition will feature Walpole's drawings, catalogs, and documents tracing the dagger's journey. It's an immersive dive into a real-life historical mystery. The dagger's allure endures: royalty, artistry, intrigue, and a baffling disappearance. The search, led by researchers like Davoli, connects us to the past and keeps the hunt alive. Perhaps the exhibition will spark the final clue. Maybe someone will recognize a forgotten heirloom. Until then, the legend of Henry VIII's lost dagger continues to captivate and inspire.